lovely viewers. Did you hear me? Hello, hello, my lovely viewers. Welcome to What If Deku Was Feedback. Now, how Deku's born is interesting. You see, there was this giant villain which had the ability to absorb stuff and destroy things, and then absorb the matter that was destroyed. This villain could expand in its size greatly. It also had a lot of electricity in it, and it could produce guns and weapons from the guns and weapons it absorbed. This villain got out of hand pretty quick. Now you see, in this what if, Inko and Asashi were heroes. Inko would have the ability to absorb electricity and conduct it through her body. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah. And Hisashi would be covered in outlets which he could use to produce energy. When you put them together, you get someone who can absorb energy and let it out via outlets. How is Deku born? Inside this monster. How? I'm going to tell you. You're seeing, first of all, it's storming. Keep that in mind. This is going to be a major plot point. Whilst Inko and Hisashi got trapped in there, a part of them both were cut and some blood was coming out. And that blood got supercharged and kind of stuck to each other. And over the course of a couple of months, this blood would form into Deku. Fully mature, by the way. Now, how does Deku escape? Simple. You know how I mentioned this villain was filled with energy? Deku just absorbs some of that and blasts his way out. Well, I'm finally free, and I've got a bone to pick with you. Now you see, Deku has a smile on his face. This smile is less like All Might's smile. You know how All Might's smile is considered to be the smile of hope? You know, to calm people down when they see him smiling like that? Deku shivers down people's spines, because instead of it being like All Might's, it's like, I'm gonna whip off your head and shove it so far up your butt, it'll be back where your head is. And then I'm gonna do that 5 more times before sticking you on a spike and shoving it back up your butt. That's the kind of smile Deku has right now. Well, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. You run away and let me shock you a bunch, or you try and fight me. Now, you know how I said the thing was storming? There's another bit I didn't mention. They're right next to a nuclear power plant when this happens. So, I'm giving you 5 seconds to decide. As the villain has already made his move, turns his arm into a gun and fires a laser at him. At Deku. You know the tentacles on Deku's head? Yeah, he just uses those to absorb the energy. Arms crossed and everything. That's the best you got. How Deku would proceed to fire back that energy. As Deku would proceed to climb up a nearby post, you know the outlet boxes that on, you know, those poles that have wires to them? You know what Deku does? This absolute masochist, he sticks his tail up into there and sticks his fingers in the outlet box on that pole. So now he gets struck by lightning, supercharged, and is also getting electricity from the box, and uses his 2 head tentacles to fire a barrage of lasers at, not even lasers, bolts of electricity at the villain. Just so many bolts. He has several holes in his body. I mean, everyone's like, please, stop, he's already dead. But he isn't already dead. As a bunch of this goo stuff, if you don't know, he's the evil version of Upgrade. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he's that. As he proceeds to absorb more heroes and grow bigger, Deku decides, okay, this isn't enough to put this guy out of commission. So he runs into the nuclear power plant, sticks his tail and his head tentacles in there, and just turns his hands from outlet hands to machine guns and just starts blasting. And he goes from machine guns to laser. He goes from machine guns to lasers. He's just firing his laser at this dude. He decides, you know what, I'm gonna get more electricity this way. So he just sticks his fingers in it, uses his two head tentacles to fire me laser, and is just cooking this villain alive. Just like, this villain's body is being disintegrated everywhere Deku's tentacles are. This villain proceeds to do the whole mass coming out of the ground thing and tries to engulf Deku. Deku's like, oh hell no, and proceeds to let loose a bunch of energy. Like, he releases some electricity, its body electrifies itself. Deku is unaffected by electricity, by the way, and it just disintegrates the whole goo stuff. Deku cracks his knuckles. You really think that's gonna do anything to me? Deku's just looking at him with a evil smile. Deku proceeds to send out the biggest blast of energy you have ever seen, like equivalent to this blast. If you know the scene where this happens, you'll know how much energy I'm talking here. And man oh man, does that villain wish he died. I mean, he's currently barely even anything right now. There's a massive hole in him. He's still trying to kill Deku. Deku's just walking up to him with the same evil smile. The villain turns his arm into a gun again, fires it. Deku's the tentacles on his head just absorb that, and he fires it directly back at him. Like, this is brutal. To everyone watching, to the villain, just not to Deku. This is a field day for Deku. Because he spent his entire existence inside of that red, gooey mass. So once he finally gets out, he's kind of pissed that he spent his entire existence in there. Now, Deku may be of the DNA of Hasashi and Inko, but he is nothing like them, or he is nothing like them. And by the way, he does look like this. He is nothing like them whatsoever. They are righteous, kind heroes. He's a masochistic, laser-firing, whatever this thing is. What do I mean by masochistic? I mean that if you piss this guy off, he will find you and electrify you slowly so you die a slow and painful death. And he knows how to... Also, fun fact, if you electrify someone in water, there won't be any burn marks. Which Deku knows and has probably used to kill someone a couple of times. Just don't get on this guy's bad side. Bad side. He just crosses his arms, lasers at the ready, head tentacles. Like, his head tentacles are charging up the beams. Someone walks in front like, okay, who are you? I ain't got a name. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's had enough. We can just put him in jail. How do you expect to put a goo man in jail? It's best to just turn him into a pile of ash. Deku is still charging the laser. Okay, what do you want? I'm pretty sure I can pay it to you. What do I want? That son of a bitch to die. Okay, anything else? Anything else? And if you haven't caught on, this is the parent of Momo. Because she's literally the only rich person in the entire anime. So, yeah. Nuclear power? Like, an infinite power source? Now you're speaking a language. As Deku would proceed to absorb it back into his body, but he still uses one of his fingers to shoot at the villain. Was that really necessary? Yes, now take me to the infinite power source. You want to end up like him? Because I can tell you probably won't survive it. As Deku would proceed to aim his tentacles at Momo's mother. Okay, sorry. Pushy. And I'm ending this off here. 11 minutes, got carried away. Goodbye, my lovely, lovely audience. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.